Welcome to the ladies' dressing room. Today we are talking all about color and infusing color into our wardrobes. So if you've ever taken a color analysis or had your colors done, please let me know in the comments below, as well as what colors or what color season you are. This is something I feel like I was able to figure out just by, looking at what the requirements were for the different seasons. But I also question it and would love to get this done one day. But I also wonder who it is that I can trust and where to turn to. I've done a little bit of searching and I'm not sure what to go with. So if that is an area that you can help me with, please let me know in the comments below. So I believe that I am a cool summer or a true summer. And is there a difference between the two? I've tried to figure that out as well. But one of the great things about figuring out your colors is that you are able to kind of have a color palette basically that you can go shopping with. And this really eliminates any of those pieces or just the colors that you might come across that would not work out well for you. And then it kind of helps you just make the decision that, oh yes, I do love the cut of this, but it's definitely not my color. So you don't waste your time or your money on it. So I have my little palette here, and one of the things that I also want to share with you about a color palette that you may have for your color season is that just because it's a color that may look good on you doesn't mean that this is a color that you must go with. And I feel this way about so many of the colors within my color season, that they just aren't colors that bring me joy. So it's not only a matter of what would look good on you, it's also a matter of what you would feel good in. What do you feel good looking at? And that's really important too, because if you choose colors that you don't enjoy looking at, that they don't bring you joy at all, then those are what I've found anyway in the past, is that those are the colors or the items of clothing that I've ended up decluttering most, just because it was something that, some test said that this was supposed to be my color, but I didn't like it. I would look down and I just didn't like what I saw, and it just did nothing for me. It more or less drained my energy instead of uplifting me and bringing me joy and happiness. So that is something to consider, and I don't think that we think about that enough when it comes to the colors that we surround ourselves with. So there is that, which then brings me to today's dress of the day. So yesterday I shared with you that I chose one of those dresses from Ross. I took you into the ladies' dressing room with me, and you all were so helpful, thank you, with what you thought looked the best, and it actually made me go back there today. But first and foremost, let me share today's dress of the day with you, which is by Indigo Rose, and it was the butter yellow dress. This was so pretty to me, and I really love the lace detail on the neckline, this V neckline. This was so pretty to me, and I really love the lace detail on the neckline, this V neckline. It had some great construction in the bust area, and it has this cinched in waist, which I think is nice. I don't think it's necessarily the most flattering for me at the moment, but who knows, that can change. But the sleeves were beautiful because to me, well, actually I will say the elastic sleeve is not my favorite, but I do like the length of the sleeve and of course what it covers of the upper arm. And something I could see myself doing is having my daughter alter these sleeves a bit just to take out the elastic and possibly just do a rolled hem on the end of it, and just having that little bit of sleeve that kind of flutters, because is just kind of loose. I think that would be very elegant, and especially the way that it lays with how long it is. So that will be something that maybe I will have her do pretty soon, because we are in the process of setting up her sewing room right now, and I just cannot wait. And once it is, I am definitely going to be sharing that with you, because that is something to do. That has something to do with the ladies' dressing room as well. But anyway, the length of this was really nice. I've shared in the past that tiered dresses are not my favorite, especially with that, longer ruffle at the bottom, but it was still a really good length in my opinion, and it's still fun. This is a great dress for so many different occasions. I don't really have many places that I wouldn't wear a dress like this, but it was just such a pretty color, and I was so grateful to find it. And it was one that I had seen several times in my visits to Ross over this whole season. And I just thought, you know what, I really need to try this on, and I did, and I'm really glad that I did, because I like the fit of it for the most part. So that brings me to the other dresses that all of you were saying that you liked, or what your favorite dress was. And the one that stood out to me the most and that I liked in the dressing room but wasn't too sure about was the toile dress. This green, bluish green, I might add, and it is within my color season. Bluish green cream dress. Normally I don't go for a print like this. I don't have anything that is printed like this, but it was something that was consistent through the entire dress, which I was drawn to. I liked the ruffles around it. I thought it was very romantic looking. What I didn't care for were the split sleeves, but this is something that my daughter could definitely alter for me. Wasn't too sure about the bows on the ends of the sleeve here, but I could see how they could be charming, but it would just have to be all fixed up right for me to really know. But if I didn't like them, it would be easy enough to kind of fix that, maybe put a little button on there, something. And then the fit of it was great. I liked just the overall feel of the material. And this is 90% rayon, 10% nylon. So it just feels really good. It feels like a linen dress almost, and just has great movement to it. And I would try it on again for you, but this is not my size. I went back there today because my stepmom said that it was her favorite one, and you have to trust your stepmom when she says that, it looked great on. And so many of you said that as well, and that was dress number 4. So the one I got was dress number 6, this was dress number 4, and it has a sash around it. Could have been a really fun dress, especially to wear just either around the house or when you go out on, to run some errands, or, just a girls' brunch, something like that. So I was really disappointed because when I went back there today and I was searching the racks for it, I found a size that was too small for me. And then I saw this one thinking, well, it had to be there because it was just the day before that I had gone. And the only one that I saw was this petite extra large, and it's way too big. And I was kicking myself because I should have used the ladies' dressing room today to try this on, and I wouldn't have wasted the money or the time. I'm not going to waste the money. I am going to go back and either get my money back, or I am going to search for this dress at another Ross just to see. So that is my plan for tomorrow, to go to a different Ross, bring this back, and see if I can exchange it. But it was a dress that I liked. There were those other little factors that kind of kept me from purchasing it to begin with. So, but it was helpful to hear the opinions of others as well, which I think is something that, we often don't seek out someone else's opinion, maybe even somebody within your family, and it could be helpful. Today's dressing space comes from Catherine Anderson. She says, here are two pictures. One is a picture of inside my closet, and the other is a picture of my half of the vanity in our bathroom that my husband and I share. I store everything that I use underneath that cabinet. I don't have the picture yet of the French dressing table that's being refinished for me because it's still in the shop right now. But when I do have it, I can send it to you if you're still interested. Well, Catherine, I am very interested. I love the way that you have curated your closet to just have all of these different colors that, in my opinion, pair so beautifully together. They look stunning the way that you have everything hung up there. And I really love the breathing space that is within this closet, especially with all of these matching wood hangers. They just look so nice. And then that framed mirror above, that gold framed mirror above, is just beautiful with the rose in front of it. I just think that you've done such a great job with what would typically be considered a builder grade closet. It really does come down to the way that you curate your space that sets it above the rest. Is really, you have a great eye, and with the colors it just looks so good. And then your vanity space looks really beautiful too. I like how clean you have everything, and that is something that I like to do as well, just to tuck everything away. It really does make it easy for you to, just get ready, and not only that, but to clean the space as well. So I think that this looks very nice and neat and beautiful. Thank you so much, Catherine, for sharing your space with us, and I cannot wait to see what your dressing table looks like after it's complete. So please hurry and send that picture to me as soon as you get it back and have it all styled, of course. And if you have yet to share your dressing space with me, please email me at inspiredbynikkiyt@gmail.com. All of the information and requirements are in my description box below. I really hope that today's video inspired you in some way and that you will choose beauty every day.